Today we're making turtle cookies. Hi everyone, welcome to Black Cat Kitchen. I hope you're doing well. Today we're making cookies based off of one of my favorite chocolates, turtles. Turtles aren't available here in the UK, so my mom always ships me a few, but this is a perfect way to satisfy that craving. These cookies are fudgy and they've got a crunchy pecan outside with a drizzly caramel center. So let's get started. See the description below for a list of ingredients. Into 125 grams of plain flour, we'll add 50 grams of cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. Just mix it with a fork to combine. And set your dry ingredients aside. Cream 115 grams of softened unsalted butter in a mixing bowl. Add 100 grams of brown sugar and 100 grams of granulated sugar. Beat this together until it's well combined. Make sure you continue to scrape down your sides so all of your ingredients are well combined. Now that our butter and sugar is creamed together, in goes 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla. Add your dry ingredients to your wet and slowly start to mix them together. Your dough will be very soft and sticky at this point, so you'll want to refrigerate it for 1 to 2 hours so it rolls into balls nice and easily. While that's chilling in the fridge, we'll make our caramel sauce. Into a heavy bottom metal saucepan, add in 200 grams of granulated sugar. Turn the heat to medium-high until we start to melt that sugar, stirring continuously. Make sure you're using either a wooden spoon or a heat-proof spatula. As your sugar starts to melt, you'll start getting these little clumps. Don't worry, that's exactly what it should look like. Once your sugar has come to the right color, a lovely amber but not too dark, you'll want to add in 90 grams of unsalted butter that you've cubed up. It will sizzle here, but just keep stirring and that foam will start to fold into the caramel sauce. At this point, I'm going to switch to a whisk to make sure all of those bubbles get combined. Don't worry if your sauce looks separated at this point, that's normal, just keep on whisking. Once it's come together, you'll want to let it cook without stirring for 1 minute. Now we'll slowly add in 120 milliliters of double cream. This will boil up, so you may want to wear heat-proof gloves for this. Once all of the cream has been combined, we're going to let that boil again without stirring for 1 more minute. Take your caramel off the heat and add in half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon of salt, depending on how salty you like it. Give that a good stir, then set it aside to cool. Now we're going to finely chop 105 grams of pecans. And you can use a food processor for this if you have one. Once your dough and your caramel has chilled, preheat your oven to 180 degrees centigrade or 350 degrees Fahrenheit. You'll want to portion your balls into 1 tablespoon size pieces. Roll the dough in your hands until it makes a ball, then roll the dough in your pecans and put it on your baking sheet. These are going to spread out, but I like to press my thumb down into the center just to create a little divot for that caramel sauce. Now into the oven for 10 to 12 minutes. Both the baked cookies and the caramel will freeze for up to 1 month. I wouldn't recommend putting your caramel on your cookies before freezing because you'll lose some of that lovely gooiness that we get from that caramel. Just let them come up to temperature and decorate and you're ready to serve. While they're still warm, I'm just going to reinforce that divot with the back of a spoon. Pipe a big dollop of caramel. That way, when you take a bite, you get a bit of every flavor. And to make them look extra perfect, I just smooth out the caramel with the back of a hot spoon. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. We'll see you next time.
You got me singing, way oh, you look like a cat. You could treat me right.